have a minute left and I already took melatonin, it'd be really funny if someone took 6,000, so I have to power through. You look at a gym and you piss your pants and faint.
Because women are inherently seen as taking up more space than men.
Oh, I need to fix that.
Does someone who have access to Twitter want to tweet?
I did already retweet from my personal account, but if anyone else wants to
Sick.
tweet, that would be nice. I need to fix a thing.
Use my personal one.
Good morning, everybody on Moonshot. I am just fixing my stream layout because I woke up too late this morning.
It's never too early. It's 9 o'clock somewhere.
Uh-huh.
It's 9 o'clock for PB.
It's sure. Yeah, right here. There we go. Oh. Well, yeah. We got the whole crew back for 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. All right, boom. There we go. There's Discord voice indicators. You can see that I am joined by the wonderful Jacqueline.
It's me, I'm the wonderful Jacqueline.
The magnificent MK.
Hi, it's me. I'm the magnificent MK.
And the wonderful Wheels.
I'm wonderful. Yeah, I'm Wheels. They, she pronouns, or you could also just call me the birthday they.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, yeah. If you're in chat today, you are required to tell Wheels happy birthday. I will remind
It's
you
like
about that every
taxes,
30
you have
minutes.
to.
Yeah. If you want them to keep showing up on podcasts and stuff, it's the least you can do.
You gotta put that in the stream layout for people who are coming in late.
Yeah.
No, I know you don't. Then I'll be embarrassed.
Yeah, I won't put it in the
Seem
stream
like I
layout.
asked for it.
I won't put it in the stream layout, but I will repeatedly say in chat, which does show up on the stream layout. So, there's no getting around it.
For some reason, that added step makes me a little more okay with it.
All right. Does anyone remember what the fuck was going on? It's been 2 weeks.
I think we were, so we did the first escape room. We found out that the quiet professor guy had a little more going on. He kidnapped, I don't remember anyone's name, but he kidnapped a character.
Clover.
Yeah.
The literal child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what happened after that very much. I know that we found more doors and we're trying to get through them.
He fucking blew up.
He sure did.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
He super exploded.
So we are, Junpei. We're just a dude. We woke up on this ship and found out that we, along with 9 other people, well, 8 other people, not 9 other people, there's 9 people total, have been placed into what they call a nonary game, where we have each of us has a different number on our wrist. Junpei is number 5. Yeah, he's number 5. I was making sure I remember that right.
Mhm.
His childhood best friend, Akane, or June, which is the code name she's going by, doxed him, so no, he doesn't get to have a fun nickname unlike everyone else. Sucks to be him.
Doxed himself, yeah.
Yeah, and basically they have to go through different doors and then solve escape rooms for reasons. This has all been orchestrated by someone only known as Zero. We don't really know why we're here, but we've been told we have 9 hours to get out of this ship. There's going to be 9 doors, or maybe more, maybe less. And the 9th man already died because he tried to go through a door alone, and that's not allowed.
And I believe last time we had some predictions too.
Yes, we did. Do you remember what you predicted, Wheels?
Oh, super no.
I was gonna say, did anyone write those down?
Or it was
remember.
Mac making predictions, right? Not Wheels, because Wheels left early.
I did have to dip early, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was me. I guess it's someone else was gonna die. That sounds right.
Oh yeah, you thought the ace was gonna die. If anyone was going
Yeah.
to die, we were
If
prodding like,
anyone was gonna die, it was gonna be Ace.
Because
He's like the most put together of everyone, so obviously he's gonna be the one to go.
let's see, and we just finished doing our second escape room with Snake and Seven. And Snake is a blind dude who's dressed up real fancy and seems real cagey, and was also very certain that he could kick Riley Hopkins' ass. And Sam is just a big ol' like construction worker, salt of the earth dude. Seems reliable. I think has IBS.
I think that's true, yeah.
Alright. And yeah, we just finished our escape room with them. We split into 2 groups. The other group of 5 had gone through the other door. We could have done a different split of groups. That was our first actual decision to make. But we chose to go through door number 5.
One of them.
Yeah, well, the rest of them went through 4. Alright. So, also, does everyone remember who they were doing voices for?
I do.
Yep.
Alright, cool. And we will redistribute them still as we need. In fact, I'm going to give Junpei himself back to Wheels, and I will just be narrating until or I don't remember how we had it distributed. It's fine.
Yeah, Junpei was Wheels until Wheels left, and then I took Junpei.
Oh yeah.
So Junpei should go back to Wheels.
As long
Good.
I think Junpei should always be Wheels or Mac if either of them are here, or anyone else who is new to the game, because that's who should be dealing with all of this bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, without any further ado, let's get at it.
Another hallway?
He paused for a moment and turned to look behind him. That should do it. Actually, oh yeah, I was doing 7, and that was hurting my voice definitely a little bit.
If you want me to take him, I can.
Well, why doesn't I think we're about to get back with everyone else. So let's just get back.
We can
to
figure out the
point where-
distribution
yeah.
then, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Seven was bent over, apparently doing something to the door.
What's he up to?
Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently Seven heard him anyway. The big man stood up and turned to Junpei. Just put one of those plates in there. Ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
Why would you want to come back here?
Snake was a reasonable one. Seven thought about it for a moment before he answered. Well, might want to play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We ain't out of this yet. Without waiting for an answer, Seven started off down the hall.
Well then.
Snake shrugged and quietly followed. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Junpei thought to himself.
Can't say I could ever imagine Seven playing the piano.
You don't fucking know his life.
Yeah, don't judge this book by his cover.
Huh?
You couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess.
That's true.
But why would you want to leave the door unlocked then?
I don't know. Have you ever considered that you have to backtrack in video games?
I have no clue.
The true gamer of the group.
Truly.
Hey, wait for me.
Seven gets so mad when you, finish a dungeon in an RPG and then you can't go back in to go get the extra chests that you didn't get. Alright, after some time, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Whoa, metal grate?
A large metal grate, like that of a door, divided it in half.
Why is this thing... Ah!
They shook it for a while, but as they had expected, it did not move.
They just expected it, but they shook it anyway.
Well, you never. Sometimes you just gotta go rattle some cages, you know? Are those elevators over there?
Rattles the bars of my cage. Let me out!
No way to know if they're working or not from here.
Me just knocking my mic over.
Oh, there's a door just to the left of this gate.
It was locked, refused to open.
Sounds like it's locked.
Yep.
Junpei
Yep.
took a moment to examine the left side of the room.
Stairs leading down.
Blocked by the grate.
Seems accessible.
So we can open it?
No, I think it's locked too. I think only women can open this one, so unless anyone's been holding out on some gender stuff.
Junpei voice, well, actually.
Zero comes over the intercom. Only those with she, her pronouns can unlock this.
Snake, oh, well, you seem to have misunderestimated me, for I am gender fluid.
No,
Awesome.
hold on a second. Are we assuming that Zero is, not, transphobic?
I guess we don't.
Absolutely. He force femmes you.
Yeah,
This reeks of biological sex, right?
Ah!
well, actually, this is, astrological.
That's a lot like Mercury or
It's
whatever
Yeah.
one it is.
Venus.
Venus.
I know that it's Venus.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
But also,
Look, I'm
What's this
speaking from,
mark?
maybe some future knowledge, but I think that Zero's an ally.
I
all right, good to know. Good to know.
I love that this is bolded. What's this mark? The female symbol?
Symbol?
He wasn't sure what to make of it. He doesn't know what to do with these feelings. Snake, naturally, was somewhat more sure.
the Venus symbol, I imagine.
Oh,
Look at
instead
that
of
little
bolded.
smirk.
Instead of bolded, it's in brackets. God bless.
When Junpei says some stupid bullshit, that's bolded. When Snake says the correct thing, it's in brackets. Do you
Yes.
recall the similar symbols near the large what? Near the large central stairway. What was that laugh?
Oh no, every time I hit that, though, it's gonna bring up the calculator. Oh no. I'll have to change my mappings.
They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
So as you can see, that one is likely.
Not. I don't know what's funnier, the female symbol or the woman symbol.
I
Both of those
think the woman symbol might
Not-
actually be funnier.
Really
Not the
good.
woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
So I assume.
Hold on, where's 7?
While they had been discussing symbols like the woman symbol, Junpei now realized 7 had slipped away. His absence now felt. Snake and Junpei turned to look for their missing companion.
Yeah, there he is, down that hallway.
7 had left them to head down the hallway extending to the right of the stairs.
This way, Snake, follow me.
Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him in the right direction, and they both headed off after 7. We've established that Snake has good enough senses that he does not need this help. Before long, the 3 of them stood in front of a
Maybe
door.
they just want to hold hands.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm being judgy.
I wonder if this door will open.
It was a French door. How about that? It opens. Junpei tested the door, realized that, unlike so many others they'd encounter, it wasn't locked. Almost as though he was afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw that door open. Resident Evil doors. He stepped inside.
Oh, wow.
It took only a moment for Junpei to take in his new surroundings.
Is this some kind of casino?
Gotcha minigame?
Sure looks like one. Before Junpei could comment further, a noise from behind made him turn around. Snake was shaking the door they'd just come through.
Well, this is troubling.
As 7 and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration, then kicked the door for good measure.
It seems we are once again locked in.
Now, Snake, I really feel like you might have... You're the smart one here. You're the smartest of these 3. You might have assumed that this might happen. And maybe, held the door for a minute? Or found something to wedge in it?
See, the problem is it's a French door, and he doesn't speak French.
Oh, shit. Yeah. There's no reason to panic, however.
Even if that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
So we must find another exit then.
Alright, boys. Split up and search the room. No dawdling. Let's go. Spurred to action by 7's words, Junpei and Snake began to examine the room.
2 in a row.
Yeah, I forgot we got 2 in a row.
Could just be the 2 of us for the rest of the game. Just the 3 of these guys.
Yeah.
Alright,
Class is in session.
class is in session.
Alright.
Alright. What do we got? Let's look at this table. Look at that.
Armed with another post-it note.
We have a playing card. There's nothing on the table anymore.
That red urn is gathering my attention.
I think we have to get closer to it.
Oh, there's another card.
There is.
Oh, there's 2 more cards.
Playing card.
I was looking on the right side.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Counter's well polished. There's a whole bunch of glasses. The chandeliers hang chandelier-like from the ceiling.
Chandelier-like.
Alright, I think that's everything back here. I do want to click on that vase.
It's teasing me.
It's a chair.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yep, totally a chair.
It's like a chair. Nothing more, nothing less.
I wish we could look under this table.
I mean, if we can't
There's
look
a
there,
bunch of,
then
like-
there's definitely nothing there, you know?
Well, yeah. That I know.
Definitely.
Definitely not.
Let's see. Check out this stained glass.
Oh, beautiful.
What?
Huh?
Stained glass is colored pieces of glass placed together in a frame. As I've said many times before, I need only touch it to know. I can at least discern the basic structure.
Seven and Junpei are just amazed that someone who's blind can discern anything, I guess.
He also has the sense of touch? What?
Uh-huh.
What?
Gross, I didn't check. I should be checking the back of these cards just in case.
They're all spades, huh?
Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah.
Wow, this place is like super amazing. What's this place for?
Playing Baccarat.
Baccarat.
Looks a little off, though. Look at the middle of the table. There's something mounted on it, see? Suddenly, Seven began to speak. Ah, Baccarat. You ever played, Junpei? He shook his head. He'd barely even heard of the game.
No, never.
Alright then, how about I explain the rules to you a bit? See, Baccarat's kind of an unusual game. You got the banker and the player, and the whole point is you guess which one's gonna win. And whether the banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands. The way each hand works is different from other games, too. So you take the number for the ones you place after you add up the value of your cards.
Oh.
Or
huh,
you take the
yeah,
number from the
that
ones
makes
placed after you
sense.
add up the value of your cards. Whoever gets this number closest to 9 wins. If your number's smaller than your opponent's, you lose.
Wow, what a concept.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
familiar.
Sounds real familiar.
Actually, there's a lot more to it. Strategy, details, that sort of stuff. But what I just told you sums up the core of the game pretty well. Do you see what I did there?
Hey.
Hey.
The single digit of the sum of all the cards that I have. The strongest hand is a 9. The weakest hand is a 0. See, so we're gonna kick this 0 guy's ass. You just gotta ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do you get it?
Yeah.
He hadn't asked for it, but Seven's explanation, rushed though it had been, was helpful.
Well, maybe half of it. Enough. I got a chance at winning the game if I played now.
We have no way of knowing if the puzzle in the Baccarat table makes use of those rules, and if it does, in what manner.
Well, there's a lot of 9s involved in the Baccarat rules, so, I'm gonna guess it's the same.
Then I guess we try everything.
Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the Baccarat table.
Oh shit, there's a card in there.
There sure is. Alright, so I
What
guess
are our cards?
we have...
I'm guessing we don't have.
We have a 4, a 3, a 7, and a 5. So if we could make an 18.
Are we trying to match 8, or are we trying to get 9?
Good question.
That's a good question. I would assume we're trying to get 8, but,
We have 3 slots to
Mhm.
play
yeah.
to get.
I don't think we have enough cards.
Yeah, I don't
to
think so either.
We
hit
don't.
that.
What the hell else are we
7,
supposed
we
to
really
do?
supposed to play cards?
What the hell else are we supposed to do?
Hmm.
Let's stop worrying about it. It's real simple. It's the opponent's hand.
Well, there's an 8 in that glass case.
Okay, yeah, we are trying to get 9. Alright, then that's your opponent's number. If that's the case, what 3 cards do we need to get that number?
3 cards?
Yeah, do you see the table, dumbass? Look, this is pretty self-explanatory. We've been doing sums already. This isn't that bad.
So we basically either have to get 8, 9, 18, or 19, because it's the digit in the ones place. It's not a digital root.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, let's give this a try.
Yeah, I don't think we can do this right now. Or
No,
not.
we can't. I think the highest
No,
we
we can make
get
19.
up to is...
Or no, wait, that's
With
only if we use
4
all 4
cards,
cards.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
highest
we
we can get
have-
is 16.
16, yeah.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Guess we gotta come back, sadly.
Alas.
It would be very funny if you, like, tried to play a hand and you just fucking died.
That would be very good.
Just the gun comes up from the table.
It just game overs. You have to start this escape room again.
Just start back at the beginning.
Oh man,
First save.
I can't wait to put y'all in Zero Escape 3.
Oh,
Let's
love
lose
it.
all our
Oh, boy.
money at the slots.
Yeah, let's lose some money.
Do we have any money?
A coin slot. Got the symbols for a heart, a spade, and a diamond here. That's probably
Clubs
relevant.
is the only one that's missing.
There's a 1 on the plate. 2. There's no lever or anything. Yeah, we would have to put in a...
We need to find some coins on the ground.
Uh-huh. Is there a trash can to check?
What about the 9 back there on the wall?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
we should
what's
probably
the-
check that out. It says 9.
Okay.
Well, there could be a 6 upside down, you never know. Okay, but either way,
If this is the cover, then maybe it opens up.
yeah, probably. We need to put a playing card in here,
We need the 8, which is
Yeah.
the
which is
Which
not...
we do not have.
opponent's card right now.
at least we know the sequence.
Yep.
So it would seem.
It's not working!
I am shocked and appalled that guessing at random has not yielded better results.
Fuck's sake, Snake.
It's like we didn't even. We knew we didn't have it.
Alright, so those are the doors. The door's out.
It's locked, isn't it?
Is there a keyhole?
If there is, I can't find it.
Well, there must be some way to unlock it. Let's look around a little more, shall we?
Alright, I don't see anything else from this view to look at.
No, I don't either.
Oh, okay, we still have a 4th view. Firewood. It's a weird looking thing floating in there.
Oh, do we have to orient it right?
Or we can just turn on 2 lights. The orientation's
Or
already
we
done
can
for
just
us.
turn on 2 lights.
I heard something from the bottom of the fireplace. Club Diamond Heart.
What was that? I heard something down there.
Oh, and there's a card. It's a 6.
Aha! There we go.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Coins!
Now we can go gambling.
Yeah! Let's see. It was Club Diamond Heart. Yes. Club Diamond Heart.
All right, let's put a coin from that bag in here.
And I heard an odd noise.
I'm gambling. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Let's be honest, I don't know. Oh. Looks like the coin got stuck.
Oh dear.
All right, this machine don't work. Well, let's try a
Junpei,
different
that was
one.
it was an important part of the puzzle and you broke it.
Come on, you little bastards. I only need one of you. Oh.
Okay.
We need, what was it, club?
Club
Heart?
Diamond Heart.
Okay,
Yeah.
You did Club Heart Diamond.
Oh yeah, that's where it was. There we go.
Yo.
777. Wait, that's a different game.
That's a completely different game.
Impressive, Junpei. It would appear to be unlocked now. There is something akin to a drawer in the bottom part of this machine, yes? That is a pickup drawer for a dividend. Probably the lock for the drawer got unlocked. Please open it if you would.
Okay, you could just stand there and tell me what to do and not do anything. That's fine.
I will. Thank you. What is it? Is there something in there?
Yeah, playing card. And this key with the Venus symbol on it.
The woman key.
Excellent, Junpei. Now we will be able to open the gate.
Then we just need to figure out how to get out of this room.
Correct. Come on, Junpei, hurry up.
And he's off. A woman key and a clock and a card.
If card 1 is so good, why didn't they make a...
Second.
Let's see, what are we missing here? We have a 2, we have a 3. Oh, we do have 2, 3, 4. That makes 9. Let's just double check that the third one is broken. Yeah, no, we can't even try. Yeah, we're done with slot machines. We won once and we stopped gambling.
They gave us 2 coins on the coin
That's the
bag.
right way to do it.
Uh-huh, no, it's the
Yeah.
right way to do it. All right, let's go play some Baccarat. I have the rules straight, I promise, Junpei. Oh, I'm sure this was supposed to be a stylus drag the cards to the right slots. Yeah! Do you think it's telling us to take the 8 card? Come on, let's grab it. Specifically, you grab it in case it's booby-trapped, and I don't get my arm, so I don't get, like, my hand stuck or something.
There's something troubling about Junpei saying, yeah, open for me. Alright, let's take this card.
Oh no.
Sorry.
I feel like, in the realm of visual novel protagonists, again, this is using, like, some future knowledge, I feel like Junpei's one who... I feel like he's the knows what sex is, but doesn't have sex
Yeah.
on the
Valid.
spectrum.
I would agree with that.
He's too busy getting home late from college or whatever.
Alright, where were we going? Right here. We have an 8 now. Which is 9. Well, we need to make 9. Easy. Alright, hey, here we go.
It seems we have another device to contend with, yes?
Well, that's a way to put it.
We got our 2, 3, 4 back, right?
No, we did not. They're stuck to the table.
Oh shit.
Alright, 3 slots per card.
Let's see, 3 slots for 3
Oh,
cards.
we can.
There's a
This
9
one
below.
can digital root, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like what we did over at Baccarat.
All right, let's give it a shot.
I mean, we only have 3 options, and this should work for digital route, so...
Yes, it will.
All right, so I put all the cards we had left into the slots.
What happens now? That... Yes, I did hear something from the
Oh,
exit.
right.
Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful.
Snake, I feel like you're just kind of letting me do this to make me feel good about myself, and you would have been out of this
No.
room in a third of the time.
It seems the exit is unlocked.
Like, I have to imagine that Zero built all these escape rooms with enough, like, braille and stuff that, like, you could solve it even if you ended up in one of these with, like, 2 dead people. You know.
Maybe.
Give everyone a
Let's
fair
go.
Give
The
everyone a fair
escape
shake.
rooms are ADA compliant.
Yes, exactly.
I know you said we have a 9-hour time limit, but I have a time and a half.
Yeah. No, see, the thing is, I already worked, like, 36 hours this week, so once we go past 4 hours, you are paying overtime.
Yeah. Also,
Also-
I get my union mandated break.
Yeah, exactly. Is there a break? Is there anywhere that I can get water? Is there a Oh, okay, never mind. There was a bathroom. There wasn't a functioning bathroom, though.
You could
All right,
use
let's
it.
go.
I guess you could, like, piss in the bathtub if you had to.
You found it.
You found it!
Good job, everyone.
I meant to take that. They ran back out into the room that they were in before. This was a little surprise to them there. They already knew what their next step had to be.
This way.
The iron gate still stood in place, locked tight, blocking the stairway, and right in the center of it,
The keyhole with the Venus symbol. The Venus key should work here.
wasting no time, he pulled it out and shoved it into the keyhole. He turned it. With the distinct sound of metal on metal, he felt the lock click open.
This visual novel is like as Lord of the Ring. If
I
Lord of the
know.
Rings is to walking descriptions,
Uh-huh.
this is to unlocking descriptions. All right, let's get this thing open.
Yeah. One thing I wish is, like, everything is described so granularly that you're like, okay, all this granularity is here to, like, make sure that I know everything that's happening to help me figure out what's the real answer of what's happening here. And spoiler alert, it's not particularly important. Like, where everyone is in relation to each other all the time. Like, there's a few moments where it might matter, but, like... Alright, let me help you out with this. They both opened the gate together. I will stand by my choice to abridge some of the narration here.
It sounds as though you've opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine.
Snake, you gonna be all right? I mean, the stairs.
Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running backwards.
Alright, good to hear, good to hear. Let's move. At Seven's word, they leapt onto the stairs and jogged quickly down them. We're just using all of our different verbs today. In no time at all,
Jogging.
they found themselves on C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down just in case.
When he reached the water, he called back up to Snake and Seven.
Just what I thought. D deck is completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase. The surface of the water below them was flat, like a mirror.
I'm just glad the water level hasn't changed much.
To the C deck, then.
Alright, let's check this out. They began searching around and taking stock of what was on C deck.
There are 2 elevators over there, which means it's probably the same upstairs.
There's a card reader between them. And another weird mark.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
What?
See, it's the woman
See,
symbol.
it's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
Hey,
Lotus.
yeah, I love some casual misogyny, buddy. It's just us guys here, you know?
Oh, I forgot that the character's name was Lotus, so I was like, what the fuck?
Seven tousled Junpei's hair in what he thought must be a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck might break, even though Clear Seven had kept his strength in check.
Ow! Would you watch it, man? That hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
What are you talking about? The human body ain't weak. I mean, this'll toughen you up, huh?
We were looking for a devil. We've got one right here.
Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader.
This is a Mercury symbol. The marks you mistook for horns are stylized versions of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wings and a staff, huh? So then she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven? Sounds like Lotus, alright.
Hey, more casual misogyny. I fucking love this kid.
You know that woman we met for like 10 minutes?
And who was pretty mad because she was in a very stressful situation?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
What a jerk, huh?
Yeah, let's rag on the woman who said a few tense things and not the guy who kidnapped a girl and then blew up.
You gotta respect the dad.
Anyway, Junpei was about to throw up.
Yeah, he had a complicated legacy. I think...
Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function.
In other
And-
words, we gotta find some sort of demon woman key.
So I would assume.
Okay, well, let's forget elevators right now. Let's check this hallway.
Whoa, there's a bunch of doors.
Alright, everyone, get ready for a lot of escape rooms.
Alright, yep. We come back here near the end of the game for the escape room boss rush.
Oh shit.
Aw, shit, we're not gonna have enough time to check all of these, are we?
Maybe we can come back here later. We should check out the other side. Let's head back.
To the right of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the ship. Alright, this is a little more reasonable. They emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one at the top of the stairs. On the left side of the room were 4 French doors. Ugh, more French.
There's
Guess-
doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them up, starting with the closest one there.
Okay, I'm on it.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
It isn't locked. I'm gonna open it.
Thrilled to have found another door, he opened it. And just hit himself right in the face with them.
Ouch!
Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
Ugh.
What?
Sure about this one, folks.
Okay.
Closes door, walks away.
We'll come back here later. Good morning, Seraph. Oh. Seven's eyes opened wide and his mouth gaped. After a few long moments, Seven at last managed to speak. Hey, what is this place?
That's still 7.
It's so huge and empty. A massive room stretched out in front of them, more cavern than room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on Seven and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
There are beds everywhere.
A hospital. The harsh scent in the air is reminiscent of antiseptic solution.
I think so. There's shelves at the center of the room with medicine and surgical tools. This is like the hospital
Hey.
that I build in Dwarf Fortress when I'm really not trying very hard.
God.
Actually, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
By the way, Wheels, Red Seraph and Mighty Carrick both wish you happy birthday.
Aw, thanks, folks.
I told them they had to. I really need to remat that key so I don't pick up
Deepest
the
jump scare.
Ahaha.wav employed against us.
I'm curious. My other. No, it's only
Jesus
the Beatrice
Christ.
laugh that brings that up. Is that really loud? Is that why you keep reacting to that?
It's
Yeah.
pretty loud.
It's
It's not terrible. It's good.
not,
It's good
like-
for if you want to jump scare us.
It's not super duper loud. It's just when we're this quiet, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh god, hi, Phoenix.
Oh, it got me. Also, PV, I noticed you're doing both narrator and 7. Do you want to hand one of those off so we can all have a voice?
If I remember right, this is where everyone else comes back. So we
Okay,
will
yeah, sorry
redistribute.
about
I thought that we didn't have a second escape room before we ended up here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because Mac has just been getting able to live on Easy Street, not having to voice anyone and
I'm chilling right now.
say some casual misogyny, you know? Anyway, we have 3 doors. You got a 3-door, 7-door, and 8-door.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Good job, Junpei.
Nice job,
Nice.
Junpei. Good job.
It's time to door.
The fuck's up with this door? Does this mean anything?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yeah, good idea. The 3 of them threaded their way through the beds towards the back of the room. Upon reaching them, they investigated each door in turn. Yeah, we know the rules, guys.
Guys, we know the fucking rules.
Then again, I do appreciate them not just assuming that, like, everything is locked just because you're told that they will be locked, you know? It's a classic
Yeah.
trick.
Yep, locked, just like I thought.
Naturally. After all, there are rules to the Noner game, and to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules. Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbered doors will.
Whoa, check this out. Suddenly, Seven spoke up, interrupting Snake. Look at the red, there's nothing on it. Don't you remember the red back of the main staircase? If there wasn't anything in it, it said vacant in the little screen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But this one,
There's nothing.
right? You think it's broken?
Only one way to find out.
Nope, nothing. It
Are
was
these
broken.
the chambers that the other characters are going to come out of?
The red refused to change. They tried pulling the lever and still nothing. Also, remember, these 3 have a digital root of 5, so we couldn't open any of these doors with just the 3 of
Oh,
us,
right,
regardless. As they soon discovered, it wasn't only the red on door 8 that was malfunctioning.
How about the red on door 7 and door 3.
I didn't think all of them would be malfunctioning.
What does it mean?
Well, shoddy engineering. Yeah, I didn't think Zero was gonna cut corners like this. First working us overtime, no working bathrooms. Now we got busted doors that were supposed to unlock. The escape room isn't even working.
Whoa, whoa. Zero's prepared for everything so far, and you're saying he's gonna make a mistake now? Junpei is like a Zero stan all
Well,
of a
that's the only thing I
sudden.
can think of. Like, I guess when you're doing a bunch of complicated electronics and also one of your main mechanics is flooding water everywhere, like, you maybe should have put in some more, like, hardening and backup systems, you know?
He's playing fifth dimensional chess.
Yeah. Carrick says in chat, I'm going to leave this sinking ship a 0-star review on Yelp. And I will say this will not be the first 0-star review of the Titanic.
Yeah, good point.
I don't know. That movie was pretty well reviewed when it came out. I don't know what you're talking about.
I almost made a joke about people dying in a submarine, but I'm just going to say that I could make a joke. While Junpei and Seven talked, Snake busied himself with examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke.
It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed.
Oh, okay, you just didn't pay your laborers, and they just stripped the copper wire, I see.
Internal hardware?
That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of this red, if you please.
The bottom?
Junpei obliged and bent over to look at the underside of the device.
Huh? There's a thin slot here. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Other two reds are the same. Something's been removed from all three of them.
Oh,
You there, Wheels?
I get it. So the reds aren't working because somebody pulled out their guts.
So I assume.
But why? And who? I mean, it really doesn't make sense.
I had no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that?
Just then, they heard the sound of a door opening.
What now?
The three of them turned and saw Akane! Oh no, Junpei thought, it's...
June!
She stopped short, surprised to see them. Was very nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions who were coming through the door behind her.
My girl is here. Also everyone else.
Ace, Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
Guess everyone's here. Hey Junpei, do not tell Lotus that I was being casually misogynistic about her.
Hey, Seven hates you. I certainly was very respectful.
Yeah. Junpei and Seven were for the moment at a loss for words.
What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
that's my line!
Perhaps we should exchange information.
Actually, I need to take a quick break because I don't have my coffee yet and I need to go get some coffee. So I'm
Cool,
gonna take
okay.
like 5 minutes and then be right back for our wonderful reunion. Let's see. I'm going to leave the rest of the Moonshot folks audible while I grab coffee, so if you want to entertain chat. Unless you want me to make...
No, you're good. Chat, do we have predictions on who's gonna die if anybody's gonna die. I think that's what the last question was last time.
Yeah, this is the thing I'm thinking. I'm like, who's dead?
That's true. So who haven't we seen yet of the full squad?
Well, they said that everyone was here. Like,
Is this everyone?
yeah, they ran through everyone's
Yeah, I
sprites.
guess
So
we have
everyone is
Ace,
alive
Snake.
now.
Yeah.
I guess my question then becomes, who's doomed? That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
answer. Kissinger will die again.
Yeah, it's true.
That would be sick. Who's number 3? Oh, 3 is Santa, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the most fucking convoluted way possible.
Any you chumps know Japanese, etc.
Right.
We could also take the second, I guess, to distribute voices again, really quickly.
Yeah.
Let's
I
see.
had Santa and Clover last time.
I think
Okay.
I had Lotus, Junpei, and 9.
Okay. And I remember I had June and I had Ace. So I think
You also have Snake.
I do have Snake now. So that leaves 7. I guess 7 for PB.
Cool.
Oh, everything works out, man. Any favorite characters so far? Best Oshi.
I like Snake.
I love Snake.
I like Snake a lot, yeah.
Snake is fucking cool and an asshole, which is great. And yeah, Snake's so good.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, Clover's
I also
definitely
like
doomed.
Santa, but I'm his character type is also Mac bait, so like it's fine.
Also,
Sort of
like, we've only gotten to like really spend time with Snake and Seven, so like, you know,
Absolutely.
Santa has sort of a Strider-esque quality.
yeah. And
Damn,
well,
Red for Filth by Jacqueline. Thanks.
Yep. Well, and Snake is Terezi, so you know, like, I was half expecting at the stained glass, like, oh yeah, I was able to taste the colors, obviously.
Honestly, yeah.
Um,
It's the fucking white hair anime boy of it all, yeah.
I don't think we found our Vriska yet, though.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm sure by the end of this we'll have determined a Vriska.
Uh-huh.
If one exists. We might have to wait for a different game to get a Vriska, it depends.
Yeah, trying to think if anyone would be a Vriska here. I don't think
We'll have to
so.
see, I think.
Yeah.
These are Homestuck, right? That's
Sorry,
that
yes,
what this was?
This has been the Homestuck digression.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, all good. Just making sure I'm on the right page here.
I had it in my head that you were a Homestuck person, Wheels, and I'm very sorry for assuming that.
It would make sense that I would be, but no, I never read it.
I have a lot of friends who I assumed were at least like in passing familiar with Homestuck, who I like mentioned it once. They were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
Okay, I gotta share
know
a
that it
really...
is.
I gotta share a really embarrassing fact about myself, which is, alright, I got really into Homestuck like 2011 or so, 2012, so in high school. I was obnoxious about it, none of my friends cared. None of my friends would get into it. Finally, I got one friend into it, and that is the one person that I dated in high school. And then I got to college, and I started dating CJ, and I We did an exchange, actually. I got her to read Homestuck, and I watched Supernatural for her.
Oh my god, yeah.
Those are both commitments.
Which
Yeah.
which I will say that I failed my side of that. I watched 4 or 5 seasons of Supernatural and stopped. And she read all of Homestuck.
Yeah, I got my college ex into Homestuck the summer before we started dating.
It's just funny, like
It's a miracle that he dated me after that, I'll be
like
honest.
like 3 or 4 of the most like important relationships in my life have been people that I got into Homestuck, and I think that is more a criticism of myself than a compliment to Homestuck.
I really get the just assuming people are into Homestuck thing. I have a good friend who some people may know named Jane Unwise Girls, who just based on her name, I was like, you must be named Homestuck.
Obviously.
And it took years of our friendship for her to be like, I don't know what that is.
Should we keep trucking along?
Sounds good.
Yeah, we should keep
Let's
trucking
see.
along.
One last Homestuck fact I will give you is that my brother was into Problem Sleuth and got me to read Problem Sleuth because he thought it was really funny, but didn't care for Homestuck back when it was starting. And that's how I discovered that entire side of the internet.
That's good. That's good.
So I came in from Problem Sleuth, not from Tumblr.
That's very interesting, actually. We should have this conversation at a later date because I
Yes.
love hearing this sort of stuff. But like, we should probably finish this
play our
Homestuck
video game,
digression.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Well, Ace said we should exchange information.
If the next line is, and then they all talked about Homestuck for a while, I'll give you
Yeah,
$1,000.
Are you gonna tell me that Akane is not going to hyperfixate on maybe not Homestuck, but whatever her favorite webcomic is?
I guess we'll have to see in the next line.
After a moment of talking about everybody's favorite webcomics, everyone began to talk, desperate to exchange information about something other than Homestuck.
Please God.
They talked about rooms they'd been through and how they'd ended up at the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were just happy to see each other again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they had forgotten about the death of the ninth man. I mean, to be fair, that guy did really bring the vibes down.
Yeah, probably a net positive.
Like, let's just not talk about it, but, like, it's also, like, kind of a quiet relief, you know? Like, I'm not glad he died or anything, but, like... Perhaps
kept
lots of
going
us-
he in the corner.
The ninth man had died, but they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. Sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt sorry for the ninth man, but more than anything else, Junpei was just happy to be alive.
And that's what we know.
With that, Junpei finished his own explanation.
Isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
What about that big hallway? Maybe there's somewhere in there we might be able to go?
No, there's nothing there. The 5 of us had a quick look. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
You mean all those doors
You know,
were for
those
hospital?
doors are for hospital rooms.
Sorry, that is me. I forgot. I'm still 7.
All good.
Number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked. It had one of those solar system mark things on it.
It was the Jupiter symbol. Jupiter.
I wonder what it means.
Confusion seemed to be the consensus.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
No one, not even Snake, appeared ready to offer an answer until Seven unexpectedly spoke up. Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are, it's gigantic.
Okay.
The gigantic?
No, it's just gigantic. I mean, it's really big, you know?
But you put the brackets around it.
Oh, did I? Oh, Let me think about this.
How did you say that with your mouth?
I mean, you can talk bold. Anyway, after arguing about that, Junpei was shocked at Seven's knowledge of their prison. Oh yeah, by the way, I think you were gone for this, Wheels, but Seven is an amnesiac. He does not remember anything.
What is this gigantic?
Seven nodded to Lotus and began to speak. The gigantic. She was the sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had two sister ships. They both looked exactly the same. The gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over. I appreciate the scary music cue right on the British Navy. And made her a hospital ship. Some point during the war, the gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gordain bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. Stuck her at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But that gigantic wasn't, and seeing that she was identical.
So you're saying this Lord Gordain bought this ship?
See, now you got the brackets, you figured it out.
Lord Gordain?
Yeah, at least I think I am?
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down. Just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof.
Proof that this ship is really the gigantic.
Well, the ship's got stuff like this on the Titanic and there's a hospital, so I've just figured.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean, it's really big, you know? Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing gaze. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Okay, fine, I'm kind of talking out of my ass. Lotus sighed and shook her head.
Guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that. Then, almost to save Seven from further embarrassment. A bell began to ring from far away. That one is very loud, I know.
Bing bong.
Yep. Huh, a bell. Sounds
Sounded like the clock in the main stairway.
Junpei counted the chimes.
10, 11, 12. 12.
It's midnight.
Hold on, sorry. I got distracted by a friend request. Someone I don't know. Then we still got 6 hours left, right?
Wait, Clover, your phone works in here this whole time?
This whole time!
Well, can you, like, call the police or something? Or, like, you know, pull up Google Maps or something?
No. It doesn't work that well. I'm like 1% battery, you know?
And you're checking a
Sticky.
random friend request. Look, can you at least like post in one of your Discords or like on Twitter, like help, I'm stuck?
Discord hasn't been invented yet. Shut up.
Okay, can you post on MySpace?
Besides, I
have
don't
a
want it at
MySpace.
all.
I'm like 11.
Well, then
Not
who's sending your
11.
friend requests?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, wait, Club Penguin. Wait, no, there are lots of cops on Club Penguin. It's fine. Okay, let's get going. We gotta find the missing pipe from
I
the
love
Ritz.
how PV controlling the pace of the story. It feels like I mean I've loved it in every moment, but it's very funny to feel like you're in comedy hostage.
Oh, yeah, this power I probably shouldn't have.
What do you mean find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We looked everywhere in this room. They've been examining the room as they talked. We haven't found anything.
Right.
That leaves only one place to look.
One?
Oh, okay, well, not just one.
Huh?
No, Junpei, it's pronounced question mark.
Wait, don't tell me you mean we need to search all the other rooms.
Well, you already checked some of them before you came here, right?
We we each checked a single room, so 5 rooms in total. Sorry, I was doing the math.
Well, alright then, there's 5 rooms we don't have to search. Also, Ace, stop doing math. The bad guys here do math.
So sorry.
That was
Oh,
my attempt at Lotus
it
setting a
switched.
limit.
Oh, oops, I switched us to... Yeah, we want to be on novel screen. We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. Each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, while the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
Stop doing math. The bad guys do math.
There are 48 other rooms.
Lotus did not seem happy about this. 7 was scared. Maybe? After some discussion, the 8 of them decided which rooms to begin with and what order they would go. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft.
All right, so everyone knows which area they're searching.
Yep.
Yes.
They also determined when they would return to report their findings, the next time the clock sounded time. When it did, they would meet back in the large central room full of beds.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
If during their search any one of them were to locate the missing components, they would yell for the others.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If this strategy failed, they'd return to discuss their options.
If we can, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this.
The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, to each of the rooms they'd been assigned. However,
Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot.
time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping.
Into the future.
It's 1 a.m. Better get back to the others. Shit, not my nose again. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there.
Uh-oh.
Ace, Santa Clover, June, 7, and Lotus.
Where's Snake?
They'd gathered in front of door number 8. Or perhaps to be more accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to door number 8.
What are they doing over there?
Had one of them found the missing piece?
What happened, guys?
It was June who answered him.
Jumpy, look.
She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. Immediately, he knew what she had meant.
Vacant?
Junpei sighed.
Come on, guys, who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it. Oh, shit.
The fuck do you think it was, dude?
Oh,
Actual
well.
Warhammer-themed bunkers people can stay at? I have not heard of that, Gauntlet.
Scary.
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked confused as June, but kept their mouths shut.
For anyone who wants to vacation on a hive world. What the hell? What is up with you guys?
They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Oh, right. Warhammer is different than Warhammer 40k. I always forget.
They're like
Well, that's the thing.
They're
We
like
don't know.
there's like some through lines between them, right? Like it's like demons are in both of them.
I think it's probably supposed to be like same fictional universe. But
I don't know. CJ keeps
whatever.
threatening to get into Warhammer. Just because she wants to paint minis.
You can paint minis without getting into Warhammer.
Oh yeah, no, she does that. She already paints some good minis. We
Okay,
have
sick.
You don't know? When I got back, it was already like this. There's no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red. What? Let me see.
Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again just to make sure. Yep, sure enough. In fact, it was covered with metal.
You're right, it's in there. What about the other two? They're the same. Let me take a look.
See, this is what you get for skipping the last hour last time, Wales. Just long conversations with yourself.
I love it.
Junpei quickly examined the other two boxes. Yep.
It's just as you said.
Satisfied they were repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others.
Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct. None.
Ace and June nodded silently. Seven raised his hands as if to say, "Not me," and Santa shrugged. Like Clover lowered her head and did nothing.
Yeah, who the fuck isn't here, guys?
Huh? Wait a minute.
That was when he noticed.
Where's Snake?
Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen.
It's 7 and 8. What's the other door?
3.
Okay, yeah. Does that mean that he found them?
I have no idea. There is nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, it's pretty damn late. What the hell's he up to? Yeah, I know, Snake is so
Maybe
suspicious
he's-
right now.
Maybe he's lost.
I mean,
it's so funny that
if I remember
haven't
right-
come to the obvious conclusion yet.
Yeah, if I remember right, Mac did predict that if anyone was going to commit a murder, it was going to be Snake.
Yeah, it's not like... Whatever.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody's
well,
alive.
that
as far
seems
as we know.
likely. Hold on a second. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I he gets around in the first place.
Clover raised her head.
No, that's impossible! Hold on a second. Phoebe, can you hit objection for me real quick?
Objection!
You're right, sorry.
Thank you.
I should have done that before you even got there.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. Fucking daredevil-ass bullshit. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible.
Clover had started to shake and the knuckles of her hands had gone white.
Ah! Sorry, hold on.
She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna go look for him.
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run.
Hey, hold on, Clover. Wait.
Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone.
Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do now? Well, the red is working now.
No, we're not leaving 2 people behind. We should go look for them.
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh yeah, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. In front of the stairs that led to the B deck, they decided to split the party.
God damn it,
split
why
up.
are you splitting the party?
Let's split the party.
Alright, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
See y'all later.
Soon only 2 of them were left. Of course, Jumpy and June, who had been a few steps behind the others.
Alright, we should go too.
That would be very fun to have a Phoenix Wright style game where you're talking to the survivors of a death game, trying to piece together what happened.
That'd be cool.
I feel like that would have to exist already. Like, I guess... I don't know. But that would be
Let's
fun
go.
for sure.
But where should we start?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Where do we want to check?
First class cabin.
Alright, let's go check out the first class cabin.
What about the first class cabin on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
They took off up the stairs at a run. Outside the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall, her eyes blank. We should talk to her, yeah?
We should talk to her, yeah.
Yeah.
You alright?
He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond.
Eh,
Look,
I know you're really worried, but,
He could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who she seemed to be very close with.
Lone.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
Lone.
Hmm?
Lone. I said leave me alone! That's not what you said, girly.
hmm.
She was saying, "Leave me alone."
You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off! Go away, okay? Just go somewhere
sick of seeing this guy.
Get him out of here! Junpei was taken aback.
Yeah.
Such anger and hate. June's eyes had gone wide with surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Didn't you hear me?
Standing there awkwardly, getting berated.
Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
All right, let's go. June?
They turned and left Clover behind.
Uh,
That is my favorite thing that people say in visual novels. Ellipsis exclamation point.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough. It's like, huh?
As they did, Junpei glanced over his shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face.
Girl.
Clover had driven the misery of their situation. Or driven home. She didn't drive the misery of their situation. That's mean to Clover. But Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed.
We really need to find Snake. For Clover's sake.
He did his best to push away the misery and depression and force a smile.
So where do you think we should go next?
Where to, team?
Casino time.
Let's go
yeah,
gamble.
I think casino time.
Gamble, gamble, gamble. How about the casino?
Let's go take a look.
They turned and headed down the hallway to the right at a jog. Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall examining her nails.
Oh my god.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
It's
I'm just not
super
seeing it.
not, but okay.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
Junpei's response, I'm just not seeing it.
I don't think that's the problem. Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Refuse and leave.
Yeah, listen to what she has to say. Refuse to leave is such a funny option.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't talk to people who look at their nail.
I don't talk to women. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. You're good, June. You're like an honorary dude in my book. I don't talk to women.
What is it?
Hey.
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up? Team up? Yeah. What? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
If we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet number is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our digital route would be 1. But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who? What? Isn't that easy? 7. Oh, if we add 7. 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 is 26. Digital root of 26, 2 plus 6 is 8, then the 4 of them could go through the number 8 door. Wait a minute. What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover? Why don't you add them up?
Simple enough.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. And 1 plus 0 is 1. The digital root for those 4 would be 1. That's right. And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right? Of course I know that.
Oh! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of a woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we should come back and rescue them. Couldn't we? Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you'd do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Well, you never know until you try.
No, sorry.
No, you're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out, seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, that's right. The digital route for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Lotus, scratch the back of your ear.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate? That's all you have to say?
She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said. Nor did she seem particularly surprised.
And find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
It's impossible. Are you being serious? You do know that only 5 people, at most, can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Come up on my lap, puppy.
No. Wait just a second.
It's a Miles minute. Oh. Hi, puppy.
Dog.
Junpei says, wait just a minute. I have to attend to the dog.
No, there's just
Shifting over a bit. Really.
no. He just has a dog on his lap right now. You can snuggle right in on my lap, puppy. Yeah. Oh. Let me turn on video and voice so my friends can also see the cute doggy.
Oh, I can see the dog in Twitch stream. Hi,
Oh, yeah.
buddy.
Actually, I don't think I
Aw.
can. I don't think my camera will go to both Discord and to Twitch, so we will just. Yeah. You'll just have to check the stream.
A wonderful dog.
Oh, he's such a
A
good
good
boy, except for when he's a
buddy.
very bad boy. And I heard him going a little bit crazy. But now we're here, and we're good. And he has a bed at my feet that he can curl up into when he decides to. What she said was true, but how could Lotus remain cavalier about so terrifying a prospect was beyond him?
Is that really okay? That means 3 people will die in the end. Are you okay with that? That's just...
Lotus's forehead furrowed.
Do you think I could have a moment alone? There's some things I need to think about.
I will say, just as a person doing the math, we could do 2 groups of 4 that would both hit a digital root of 9. We could have like 1, 8, 2, 7, and then 3, 6, 4, 5. Both of those will end up with a digital root of 9. Because both of those
Yeah,
add up to
but-
18.
Usually doors only let one group through, so it's difficult.
Until you open the other side and that says vacant again. We saw that. We were able to open the door that the 9th man went in multiple times.
It's hard to say.
Now, I think the game does want us to believe that only 5 people could make it out, and that is probably true. Just my logic as of now Have you considered Zero?
Well, that didn't turn out to be a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
Junpei's heart felt heavy and sluggish, but he told himself pessimism gets nowhere.
Well, regardless,
Forced himself to smile and turned to June.
let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
Alright, where should we go next?
Alright, let's do the hallway with all the rooms, yeah?
Sure.
Yes.
We've already been to first class cabin.
I like the idea of going back there, just being like, hey, Clover, you still angry?
Uh-huh.
Let's go downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
Together they ran down the stairs. Okay, you want to be free?
Oh, it's Ace.
Aces! I need to make sure that the dog isn't about to break into bathroom trash again. He's already done that once this week and it went very badly.
Gosh.
Ow.
Alright, we're good.
Metal Gear 999, the search for Snake, says 9 of Neil's in the chat. And that's
Uh-huh.
doing a number on my brain because it's, it's the Yoda is my favorite Avenger from from X-Files. It's like one of doing one
Uh-huh.
of those to my brain.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
god.
Snake, where are you? Answer me if you're there.
Let's obviously let Ace handle it. He's got this.
Let's go.
With June in tow, Junpei jogged up to Ace. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Ah, hello there. Snake is, well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone. Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can for Clover's sake. Right.
June's face looked kinda enraptured.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the fucking blush. Look at her.
I know,
So
she's
cute.
so
Aw.
goddamn cute.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why would you say that?
And right back to trauma face. Why would you say that? The question seemed somehow odd to Junpei.
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Ace looked at him for a moment, then spoke.
So, you know, now that you mention it, they don't.
Now that you mention it,
Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare.
yeah, for example, consider the characters played by Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the hit film Twins.
Consider, for instance, Junpei. No, he wouldn't watch that movie.
Junpei wasn't sure why, or if he was even seeing what he thought it was, but he could have sworn Ace's face tightened as he spoke.
At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking, we really can't afford to waste any time. Very well, let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me. Alright. Let's go, Jumpy.
At June's urging, they left. They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junpei's mind was in turmoil.
Something about that was... Yeah, I'll think on it later. Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority.
Junpei did his best to clear his mind.
Alright, where should we go next?
Alright, I think it's time to go back. I think we've checked everywhere now. Unless you want to recheck anywhere? I don't think there's anything new at any of those places, though.
Change
Yeah,
class.
if there's nothing new, then there's not.
Yeah. Let's go reconvene.
Why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go then.
We got some good one-on-ones with all the people we didn't do escape rooms with. Except for Santa.
Hey, wait, that's...
Oh, there he is. On their way to the large hospital room, Junpei Jun noticed Santa standing next to the door number 3.
Santa?
Junpei paused. What should he do?
Talk to him.
Yep.
Not walk away without saying anything? Okay. Junpei and Jun walked up to Santa.
What are you doing? What you doing?
What, you can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What, it's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but
Who do you think did it?
Santa's eyes narrowed as he looked at Jun. She shook her head.
no.
Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
Snake.
Yeah, that's kind of the obvious. I mean, Zero's another obvious choice.
Snake.
I also
Snake.
like that Zero is
Snake.
listed as someone separate than someone other than the 8 of us. You're telling me the orchestrator of a death game would participate in the game themselves? Unthinkable.
Well, seems like it would have to be Snake, wouldn't it? Maybe he got back here before any of us. He found the parts somewhere, put them back, and went through one of the numbered doors.
No, that's not possible. You have to authenticate with at least 3 people or the red won't open the door. There's no way a single person could get through there by themselves.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
I can think of a couple, but that's fine. It's fine.
But isn't that exactly what 9 tried to do, and he got blowed up for trying it?
Well, 9 opened the door with multiple people and then went in by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could theoretically, you could pull the guts out that triggered the bomb countdown. Authenticate with only one thing. It doesn't make sense. The reason why it doesn't make sense is because Snake has 2.
Mm-hmm. So
So he
would.
couldn't get through any of these doors on his own. But theoretically, you could pull the guts out that connected it to the bombs. I'm not saying this is what the game developers did, but if I was trying to come up with a workaround, I would think I could pull the guts out of this that connected it to the bomb, authenticate with one bracelet, and then go through by myself. No big deal.
Yeah, I see it. I see
Interesting.
it. And let's see. Alternatively, he could have collaborated with someone else and tried
Then
to be
they would have had
sneaky.
to come through.
Right, but they would have to go through, exactly.
Yeah, unless he had a way to disarm the bomb or something. I'm just trying to think of who he would collaborate with. Like, Clover's obvious, but then that would be 2 + 4 is 6.
That would just be 6, but it still doesn't work.
So they could do something with Ace and get through door number 7, or do something with 7 and get through door number 3 that way. But again, I don't think this makes any sense. I'm just see the digital routes does like force you to think about combinations of characters in really interesting ways.
Yeah.
It's one of the really
Yes.
clever things about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying this theory doesn't work in this
Yeah,
particular instance, because with the digital roots, it doesn't. Unless he did it with Ace, but like.
But Ace is still here, so.
Perhaps
It's good to keep spitballing ideas.
it was a stupid mistake and Junpei had knew it. How had he made such a foolish miscalculation, and how had Santa noticed it so quickly? Perhaps he wasn't as clever as he used to be. Junpei shook his head sadly.
So in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Santa grinned.
Bingo! We have a winner!
But if
But
that's,
if that's
true,
true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it.
Yeah.
But why?
No idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we'd find out something else. Something bad.
Something bad?
Dunno. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding.
Hmm.
Of course, it could have something to do with the snake's disappearance.
You think maybe they did something to Snake? Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Like if 7 has wait, no, sorry, they need if Ace could theoretically have Snake like tied up somewhere, like I need you to get through door number 3, but he's got it. Theoretically, someone could have
that again, that's only 2 of them though. They need a third person.
Oh right.
Well, so
there's
here's the
no-
thing, is that who didn't we see in this entire breakdown, right? We saw Ace, we saw Lotus, we saw Clover. We are talking to Santa now. We haven't seen 7.
That's true.
That's true.
Right.
And 7 sure didn't seem to know what ship we were on. Junpei stared at Santa. Something about it made Junpei wary.
Yeah, he's a white-haired anime boy protagonist.
Huh? At
7 is what they call a shipper.
At first... God damn it. At first he'd assumed the other man wasn't terribly clever, but Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reassess. When Santa spoke again, his voice was quiet.
Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away. Hey y'all, who's the cast member we trust the most right now?
Me side-eyeing June, who is literally in
Screen.
now.
Uh-huh.
I guess on a metatextual level, we also trust Junpei the most.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be such a dumb twist if it turns out that your main character is the one who did it.
I
mean-
it's not actually that dumb.
I know.
I think
I
that's
know,
fine.
but like, just imagine if you're playing like an Ace Attorney game and it's, like the reveal is like, I'm the one who's guilty.
Phoenix did it the whole time.
It breaks one of Ronald Knox's rules for mysteries.
I still am so proud of Phoenix Wright in First Ace Attorney, and this is a spoiler for First Ace Attorney, but I'm still so proud of him for saying, shit, I have no chance of proving my best gay lover, former rival, innocent, unless I accuse the prosecutor based on basically nothing.
Whatever it takes. A win
Whatever
is a
it-
win. That's that, I guess.
June.
But I guess if,
That laugh.
there you go. That's what you're looking for, right? I really need to remap that key. Junpei and June stood
I
in...
just smiled awkwardly. Oh my god.
We'll never stab each
She's
other in the
also-
back.
She's also hearing this and being like, well, I guess Junpei's the one I trust most.
Right.
Alright, we're done searching, I think.
Yep.
We talked to everybody.
For that one big guy.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Lotus looked at the 6 frustrated faces and spoke.
We can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seemed to have completely vanished. There was no point in wasting any more time. The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, Seven spoke up. We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. I fucking hate saying a woman's right, but here we are.
Oh, hi, Seven. Where have you been?
Not finding Snake. There's a problem, though. We still gotta figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal.
She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. Finally, she stopped.
Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
That's an insane thing to say, Lotus.
That's very good.
Oh my god.
Huh? Wait, shit, I didn't realize Santa was gonna speak next. Oh, no, I'm rolling with that.
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 3 and 4 and 3.
No,
Let's-
that doesn't work.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Because,
Hold
like,
on. Math.
I'll let y'all do the mathing.
mhm.
Sounds good, yeah.
Well, with the 1 team of 4 and 1 team of... Oh, I see. I see.
the roots don't work out, I think.
Yeah,
Because
no,
if we
that
take
makes sense.
everyone here, since we're missing Snake, then we will add up to 7 mod 9. Because with all 8 of us, we add up to 9 mod 9. And there's no way for 2 of these numbers to add up to 7 mod 9. If we go through 3 and 7, we need to add up to 1 mod 9. 3 and 8, we need to add up to 2 mod 9. And 7 and 8, we need to add up to 6 mod 9. So it does not work. So I think she's right. It wasn't pleasant, but she was right. There wasn't any way the numbers could work out. If one group was 4, the other group would always have a digital root that didn't match a door. When Seven spoke, his voice was strained. Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind?
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution. The other 6 are to survive, then 1 person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that.
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
Alright, everybody, place your bets now. Who's getting sacrificed?
Junpei, obviously.
Yeah.
I think Ace is probably like, "Yeah, okay, I'll die. He's
Do you like
the ER-coded one, so...
Mhm.
The noble sacrifice sort of guy.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa, calm down, you 2.
Santa stepped between Lotus and June.
Look, what Lotus is trying to say is... You should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Are we really getting into a definition of utilitarianism?
Ex-
Exactly.
guess
That's how
so.
democracy works. That's not... That's... No, whatever. Okay. And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote.
Oh my god, Lotus.
What do you think?
No, that's terrible.
We're getting too much crossover with your turn to die now.
Oh my god, you're right.
I'm not asking you. Shut up.
What the fuck?
What about you, Santa?
Me? I agree, I guess.
I love Lotus's thing of like, no, I don't want to hear from the person who disagrees with me. Person who agrees with me, what do you think?
Yeah. I've been in meetings like this. All right, that's... Oh, she said something. 7?
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Glad to see you get it. If I can get one more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover?
Clover had moved away from their group and was sitting on one of the beds. Her whole body was drooped. Junpei didn't know if she'd even heard Lotus's proposal.
Oh, is Clover gonna say that she wants to be sacrificed so she can wait for Snake? Hey, Clover.
Lotus walked over to Clover and gently laid a hand on her shoulder.
Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We
Does
searched
he?
everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow?
Also, I'm just realizing, if we had all 9 people here, if the 9-man hadn't gotten himself blown up, then we could split into 3 groups of 3 and be able to go through all 3 doors and be fine. So the game was set up so we could be okay here, without having to leave anyone behind.
Interesting. Let's go look for him together, okay? If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him. Telling a child, select who to kill. You agree with me, right?
Okay.
Clover nodded once.
The motion carries.
Lotus spun around and walked towards Junpei.
Now, let's start a vote to...
That won't be necessary.
Ace had barely spoken for Lotus's entire speech, and everyone jumped a little. 6 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He didn't seem to notice or even care.
I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Damn, fucking called it.
Good one. Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
Uh-oh.
June's voice shook and she looked around desperately for someone to agree with her. Ace simply looked at her.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Oh.
Huh? I trust you, each and every one of you. I believe you'll come back for me.
Whoa, 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 there's optimistic and then there's nuts. These doors only go one way, you don't ever come out. If we go through them...
You won't be able to return, correct?
Yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
What?
Please, I beg you. Once you've escaped, come back and rescue me.
Oh no. Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time.
Finally, Junpei could hold his tongue no longer.
We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then... perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me? Or perhaps you'd be willing to leave June behind.
Ooh, savage.
Ooh, got him. Ace's voice was dignified without a hint of cruelty or malice. Junpei had no rebuttal.
You see? There's no other choice. Then I see we come to a conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly.
Junpei stood frozen by indecision, unable to move.
Dot dot dot.
Dot dot dots. June bit her lip so hard Junpei would fear she would break the skin. Santa stood against a wall, calm and aloof. Seven tore the beanie from his head, turned it over anxiously in his hands. Only Clover stared at Ace without an expression Junpei was able to decipher. Lotus's attitude was different.
Good. Let's accept this kind offer then.
She smiled, her eyes bright. Ace answered her with a smile of his own.
Good. Think this is the best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
As he spoke, Ace lowered himself down to the floor next to one of the beds. From somewhere deep in the ship, Junpei suddenly heard the screeching of metal on metal. It was almost as if the ship were screaming. Would it really hold until their time limit was up? Already, D-Deck was flooded. In the sudden silence, the only sound was the sad metal wail of the ship. Unsurprisingly, Lotus opened her mouth again.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
As if a spell had been broken, the others began to talk all at once. You're right, we should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was kind of getting sick of listening to you guys talk.
2, Santa?
I have to find my brother.
Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
No, just let this old man take a nap. Jesus.
His words sounded hollow and fake.
Fine, forget about it. I'll figure it out on my own.
She spun around and ran towards Ace. He had slumped down next to the bed when June grabbed his arm and pulled.
Ace! Come on, Ace, please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.
Then, it happened.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Ace fell forward. He slumped over onto the wooden floor, his body folded like a half-boxer, half-out cold. Yeah, why did he not just lay down on a bed?
Oh no.
Wait, hold on a second. No,
Uh-huh.
don't hold on a second. We're gonna keep going, but...
June cried out and dropped to her knees next to him. She put her arm around his neck and did her best to lift him up.
And Ace, say something.
She shook him frantically. His eyes fluttered open.
I'm alright.
You sure about that, bud?
His voice was weak, slightly slurred.
How are you alright? This...
He held out his left arm and opened his hand.
a syringe?
It was a syringe and a small vial. The vial was empty. It had only been
Oh my
recently
God.
been emptied. A few drops clung to the sides. There's a
That's
label
rough.
taped to the side of the container. It read, Soparil, Beta.
Soparil Beta?
Soparil Beta? What does this do? Did you use this?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm due for my tea shot.
It's just my anesthetic. I'll be fine. Anesthetic?
Before they said the name of what he took, I thought it was gonna be that he was diabetic, and he's like, I'm out,
Oh
folks.
no.
I misinterpreted.
Oh,
I found it earlier while we were searching the hospital rooms. I thought it might be useful later. Huh. I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
sure, buddy.
Why did you do this? Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am very tired.
Junpei knew that wasn't why he'd done it. Ace had injected himself with anesthetic to forestall Junpei and Jun's attempts to bring him along. If he couldn't move, there was nothing they could do. He had injected himself so that they would be forced to leave him behind.
Ace. Is there something you want to say? I'd just like to sleep. A little. Could you keep it down? No! Don't, Ace! Don't fall asleep! Ah. You feel warm. So comfortable. I think I'll have a nice dream.
Ace's
He was
eyelids.
like, damn it, the cat fell asleep on my lap. Now I'm never going to be able to get up.
He does have some cat vibes, yeah.
He was
Ace's
lying,
eyelids
right?
drooped further and further.
Yeah, he was lying.
Yeah, you're right. Almost as though he were dying.
Ace! Ace!
She shook his shoulder again and again, but this time he didn't respond. Only a gentle rising and falling of his chest told them that he was still alive. Junpei was relieved that he was in fact asleep and not dead.
Hold on a second. I have a really, really important question.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Is this man a honk shoe or a snark me 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 me?
he's a honk shoe, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Let's get him up on a
Super
bed.
right.
He lifted up Ace off the floor, laid him on the bed he'd been leaning against. When Junpei turned around, Lotus gave him a look of pity.
Oh, sorry. Well, we don't really have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste.
He literally just said he
Right.
wasn't sacrificing himself.
Lotus revealing that she has no actual confidence they're gonna come back for him.
What do you even mean that?
Who's getting borked, buddy? Who's getting borked? All good? Okay.
No, nothing.
It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Then suddenly Santa spoke.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door number 8. Same number as my bracelet number.
Got it. You're 8. You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. Can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
Her face distorted by rage, Lotus took a step towards 7. He threw up his hands and made a face like a child caught with his hand in the cookie jar. I didn't say anything. No, I didn't say shit.
Ugh. You're gonna get it next time.
She shot him a glare that would have melted steel, then turned and stalked off.
Alright, who's next?
Santa's gaze moved across the 3 people left. Finally, they stopped on Junpei.
Junpei, which door do you want?
At last. Junpei's mind was already made up.
His mind was made up between 3 choices.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
If we pick door 3, it's not gonna... I don't think the math works.
Well, we could try it then, I guess.
Should we try that?
I guess this is a big door decision, so I want to hear.
Yeah.
I want to hear from. our
Yeah, this is
newbies.
an important decision.
Yeah.
Who do we want to hear? Do we want more 7 time? Do we want more Lotus time?
Or do we want to be a contrarian?
Man, I wish that we didn't have to make this choice without knowing who else is going to come through, right?
Well,
I guess we could crunch the numbers and try to figure
yeah.
it out.
So,
Yeah, I'm literally sitting here going, I'm going to crunch the numbers and figure it out. So
yeah,
if
absolutely.
we need 8
Work this out.
and we go with Lotus, that would put us at 13, which would
Mhm.
mean we would need a 4,
Mm-hmm.
which would
That's
mean Clover would
Right,
come.
so it'd be
Yeah.
Clover. 7. 7 is at door 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So with us 5, that would be 12, which is 3. So we would also get Clover, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, either way, we're gonna take
Yeah.
Clover with us.
So
Wait.
it's 7 and Clover, or
And I think either way, the other three do
No,
work
hold
out.
on a second. That math
did I
doesn't
do it
work.
wrong? Oh, oops.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because if it's with 7, then we need to get to 6. No, you're right. It is with Clover. Either way, we're getting Clover.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, there is the door 3 option.
Yeah,
which
we could try to
it's
say
not-
we can say we want to go
it-
through that. We're gonna get told no, but we can say.
Let's try door 3 just for fun.
Yeah,
I-
just for fun.
Okay, yes.
Did you want to say something, Jacqueline?
Everyone cut out for a second there, and I was like, "Oh God, did I drop? Because it's raining here now."
Oh, yeah.
No,
And
same.
I was
yeah.
like, so I was like really worried for a second, and I was like, "Oh, I dropped it. I just missed what everyone is saying.
No.
Yeah,
We're good. Everything's fine."
Mm-hmm. There's also an outbreak happening
you wouldn't
right
be able
now,
to
so.
go through door 3 with the number with like the people having what they want. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't
Someone
like
could theoretically switch, yeah.
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 Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens when we hit door 3. All right.
I would go through door number 3.
Just straight up and down. No, you can't.
Huh? Why?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 2 combinations that could go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8. That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8.
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
Santa began to explain.
Let's do math real quick. Option A. Have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7. And 4, 6, and 7 go through door 8. Option B. 4, 5, and 7 go through 7. And 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Option C. 3, 6, and 7 go through 7. And 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
Do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what
And
it's
that's
all
what
about.
it's all about. That's it. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait.
That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divides into 2 teams. 3, 5, 8, and 4, 6, 7. Plan B divides into 2 teams. Plan C divides into 2 teams. But that means 5 and 6 can
5
never
and
be.
6 can never be on the same team.
No shit, Sherlock.
If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
June and Junpei have been
Wow,
friends.
it's kind of like
He trusted
the
her
game
more than anyone
is
else on the ship.
trying to keep the 2 of us apart.
We could have chosen to go with her at the first split of doors. So that was possible.
PB, are we still able to hear you, or did I just lose PB? Or...
Can you hear me?
I
PB
can't
is
hear
gone.
PB either.
Oh,
Can you hear me? Check, check.
I mean, PB
Test,
is
test.
here, but
Can you hear me saying
we
anything?
cannot.
Yeah, you're a little. At least for us, you're garbled.
All right.
PB. I don't know if it's the
I'm
same
going
for chat.
to.
Oh, you're completely inaudible for me. here.
How about now? Check, check. Oh, I probably fucked up audio things. Sorry, one sec, chat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, still getting nothing.
Test, test. What the fuck is going on here? I'm gonna... let's see. Twitch stream can still hear me. Oh, can Twitch stream hear any of you? Yes. Alright, I'm gonna go BRB.
Okay, we are on.
Test,
Be right
test.
back.
Maybe.
Test, test. Let's go to this. Okay, that's fine. If I go back to this, that's not fine. Are you detecting anything here? Check, 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 check. Okay, that's working, kinda. I bring that up a little bit. How about now? Is that working? Sorry, you can hear all this, can't you? Twitch chat. Sorry, let me mute myself. Don't you want to work?
Oh, I can hear you. Yep.
Oh, yay!
Check, check.
And I'm looking at it going, I'm gonna get spoiled. Like, something's gonna happen, and I'm gonna go, oh shit, that's what this post was referencing. And I don't know what it is yet. And
That's gonna be fun to look at after the game.
I can actually go back and see. This is the third time I scrolled through my drafts in the last, 10 minutes. Hey!
Yay. Yep.
Yep.
How much longer do we want to go, by the way? Alright, yeah, no, that's
sounds
fine.
good. That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 2021. Okay, it's only been sitting in my drafts for years, but
Okay.
All right,
it's been a long time.
I should be audible again now. I also had to close and reopen the game because the audio in the game cut out, because I did the same thing I did last time where I accidentally pulled my headphones out. You know, classic mistakes.
Yeah.
All right.
The group can also hear PB, which
Yes.
is important.
Hooray! It's happening.
All right. We should be back.
Thanks for fixing that, PB.
All right, we are back. Thank you for your patience there, chat. June and Junpei have been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone else on this ship. If he chose 7 or 8...
PB, can you start streaming again?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Thank you.
If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do this is so funny? This is so funny given the fact that we just troubleshot for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8. Can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die. That doesn't include Ace. So, what are you gonna do? 7 or 8, time to choose.
Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was...
Now I noticed that door 3 is still an option here.
Oh, take the risk and choose door 3. That's weird.
That's a choice.
I don't know what. I don't know if I could roleplay that timeline Junpei very well.
I leave this to Wheels and Mac.
Yeah.
The funniest thing about picking door 3 is that even if you pick door 3, you still don't get to go with June.
Why do you say that?
The way the digital routes worked out, right?
Yeah, it was 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. So you still don't get to go with June.
Unless...
So you're literally just picking that to be a bitch.
I do think there is something you're not considering there, but I'm not going to...
Hold on.
Different group size, you could probably do something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if we take us and June, then if we took 2 more people, or maybe 3 more people, we could make it work. Because, yeah, the other remaining 1 or 2 people couldn't go through the other door, but, they weren't going to be able to go through a door anyway.
Okay, so I guess the question for us is, do we want to go with Lotus, or do we want to go with 7? Because either way, we're getting Clover.
That's right. I'm biased because I voiced Lotus, but we also haven't done a whole puzzle with her.
That's
That's true. Can we go through 8?
And we can redistribute roles
Yeah.
if we wanted to as well. Okay, fine. All right, I choose door 8.
All right, 8 it is.
Yeah.
Sound more convincing about it, okay? That means June's gotta go through 7.
Why?
Do this again.
June's face was blank and confused. Santa muttered to himself
Were you
and turned to
listening?
Junpei.
The whole explanation.
We spent 10 fucking minutes
sakes.
working through all this.
For fuck's sakes, Junpei, you figured it out, right? Can you explain it to her? I do not want to fucking talk through this again.
Okay, so June, if we want all 6 of us to go through a door,
Junpei chose his words carefully. When he finished, June looked as though she was about to cry.
God bless. I love her so much.
Oh, she's so good.
Oh no. You're saying we aren't going to see each other again for a long time?
We split up last time too, babe.
We were fine, babe.
We're good.
I forgot.
Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile.
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never going to see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then, too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
I mean, they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected. I'm sure they'll connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through the door number 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far, so I don't think he'd blow it now. Damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end the game until we get through the 9 door. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but our eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again, I promise.
June bit her lip and gave an almost imperceptible nod.
Yes. Promise?
Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment.
Ugh, you guys are done, right? Jesus! I've had enough of this sappy shit.
He stretched and continued.
That's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. Figure I'll take 7 and Clover can take 8. Any problems with that, Clover?
Clover looked away and was silent for a moment.
Whatever.
It's more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care.
Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Santa, 7, and June walked towards door 7, while Clover, Lotus, and Junmei headed for 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. Then Lotus laid her hand against her chest and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Okay.
Then shall we go?
Alright, with this
It's open.
split, why don't you take Junpei, Mac? And then Wheels can stay on Lotus, and
I have
Jacqueline can stay on...
Clover.
Or wait, sorry. Never mind. Jacqueline, do you want to be Junpei?
I can be Junpei if we want the newbie to still be Junpei.
Yeah, it's up to us. We can... Or you could take Lotus from Wheels, but Wheels seemed into being Lotus.
It doesn't. I can be whoever.
I can be Junpei so that I don't have to do Clover's voice.
Alright,
I'll do Clover, and then Jacqueline can do Lotus.
Sure, swap it all up.
Sure, yeah.
I love Clover's voice, but I feel like I might just burn my voice out.
Okay, wait.
I also
Am I
might
Clover or Lotus? Sorry.
I think you're Lotus.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
Lotus.
Okay.
Hurry!
Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped.
Oh right. I'm not Junpei anymore. Fuck.
He looked to his left, towards door 7. June stood there, a mirror image.
Oh fuck.
Their eyes met.
June.
Jumpy.
They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds.
Jesus Christ, you were counting?
What the hell are you doing?
Then someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door.
Sorry!
Heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep.
81 seconds left. Hurry.
Lotus snapped at him and ran to the dead.
Ugh.
They followed as fast as they could.
Stopped.
With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm. Aloof, perhaps.
Pointless.
She muttered to herself without emotion and began to walk down the hallway, leaving confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls proceeding back with a mixture of frustration and curiosity.
Unpleasant girl. I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
She's like
Yikes.
11!
She's not 11.
I think she's supposed to be around the same age as, like, Junpei.
Okay.
She's like 18, approximately, I think.
Yeah. No, there's
Wow,
no
alright.
there's no, like, actual, like, legal children in this one. Now, Virtue's Last Reward!
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake. Too late now. I better catch up to them.
After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed.
It's a dead end.
The hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end.
There's a door on the left, though.
So it's not a dead end then. They thoroughly examined the door. Laboratory.
Laboratory, huh?
That doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place.
Me either, but there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices.
Junpei,
Huh?
please, you first.
What the fuck?
Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect.
Yeah, no shit!
Yeah, hey Junpei,
Fine.
you don't respect women? Women ain't gonna respect you.
Valid.
Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. No, it's probably good we didn't send him with Seven, because Seven was a bad influence on Junpei.
Junpei was the one who said... I thought he said it was a lotus symbol first.
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah, he was, but I
Was it-
feel like he was doing it to make Seven laugh, you know?
You're right, you're right.
His first steps inside were tentative and careful. As he examined the room, it became clear that there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. The room they found themselves in was divided into two separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into the wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division.
You know, I think the window looks into another room.
Maybe it's for monitoring something.
Junpei walked to the window and looked through.
What the hell?
He wasn't sure what else to say. In the center of the room, shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin laid on what looked like a medical exam table.
That looks so creepy.
Junpei jumped a little bit. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him.
It's kind of like that doll is waiting for surgery.
This is a laboratory, right? I'd say it's more like it's waiting to be experimented on.
Ugh, that's worse.
It's creepy either way. You don't think that thing is going to suddenly sit up or something, do you?
No, this isn't a horror game. Yet.
I mean, it's a little bit of a horror game. It's not like...
It's a little bit of a horror game, but it's not that much of a horror.
Yeah, it's a suspense game, not a horror game.
I don't know. I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I don't know.
Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying.
She was gripping her arms, the knuckles on her hands white.
Wait, where's Clover?
She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Her face had the appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad.
What is she?
There's something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he could, spoke.
Are you okay?
Clover looked away.
What are you talking about?
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What, I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then, if I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
Come on, you know I can't do that. We gotta work together.
Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment, then suddenly...
Junpei, you just don't get it!
Her cry took Junpei by surprise, and he stumbled backwards a few steps, alarmed.
My brother's not the kind of person who just leave me behind! Something's happened to him. Something bad.
Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus, jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned to them.
And
Clover's eyes slid to Lotus, then back to Junpei.
Look, just
oh,
don't
no, that's
bother
not
me, okay? Leave me alone.
Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover had begun to walk quickly away.
Hey, wait, Clover! Hold on, that was...
I told you to leave me alone!
He may as well have been talking to a wall, for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut into the wall in front of her. Without slowing down, she passed through the doorway.
Clover, watch out above you.
Guillotine!
And without warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like a portcullis, sealing Clover in.
What the heck? What's going on here?
Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could.
Hang on, I'll get it open.
For crying, you'll never do it on your own.
Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined him. The three of them pulled as hard as they could, but...
Ah,
Ugh. Damn it, it's not moving.
You just gonna give up just like that?
No, I'm not giving up. This has gotta be another one of Zero's puzzle.
if it is, then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Junpei nodded.
Just what I was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Aw shit, puzzle time.
Puzzle time.
Seek a
All
way
right.
out.
Do we want to stop here or do this puzzle?
Yeah, I gotta bounce.
All
yeah,
right.
let's stop here.
We're gonna call it here then. And when we come back next week, assuming everyone can make it back next week, we will
Yeah.
be solving this laboratory. I intend to go back to Saturday evenings. But
Saturday evening will be better for me.
absolutely. So yeah, we're gonna call it here. Menu.
Before we wrap it, any last minute predictions?
Yeah, any
based on what's happened
thoughts?
this month?
Well,
I think Snake will return in our next play session.
yeah. I was half right about something happening to Ace.
Uh-huh. He just did it to
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Yeah, I
But-
also think we'll see him again. I think they'll pull some shenaniganery.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Although not
Other
necessarily in our
questions?
next play session.
What do you
I
think?
have some thoughts, but you know.
All right. What do you all think was up with the guts taken out of the Reds in the infirmary, and how they got mysteriously put back? Do you have any thoughts as to who might have done
I
that?
think that either Snake was involved or yeah, I think Snake was probably somehow involved with it, or at least his disappearance is somehow related to the guts of the machinery being removed.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Who do we trust the most? Who do we mistrust the most?
June is still suspicious to me because it's too it's just like, oh yeah, my best friend, totally fine.
Yep.
Totally trust
Yep,
her.
yep.
I love her, but I super don't trust her. Oh, hi, Junpei. I forgot that's what he looks like. I was trying to picture him in my
Yeah, it's very
head.
easy to forget what he looks like.
Like his little jacket.
I love these little clips of telepathic mechanism
It said
hypothesis.
Ice 9 at the beginning. Is that a spoiler to me because I've read Kurt Vonnegut?
They do talk about Ice 9 at one point.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yep, yep.
Oh damn. Better not let it off the boat.
Yeah, we've only gotten into we've only kind of dipped our toes into dipping into our author telling us about a really cool thing they read on Wikipedia. But there's some good moments of that.
Yeah.
Love that.
There's everyone.
Mm-hmm.
There they all are.
And next time, we'll see if they survive.
Yeah. No deaths this
Thanks
time.
for running this, PB.
Of course.
Thank you.
This has been really fun.
Thanks for hanging, chat.
Yeah, thanks for hanging, chat.
Thanks,
We'll be back
thanks for
next week.
chilling.
Later, skaters.